Hi Manjush, how are you?
I'm good, sir. What about you?
I'm good too. Thank you. So first of all, many congratulations to you for getting selected in multiple companies. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, actually the feeling is very good, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like from like around 1.5 years I've been trying to get a switch actually.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a very good experience for getting a new company, and yeah, I'm happy here actually. Like around 3 weeks I have joined, like 3 weeks I have completed in that company. So
Great.
yeah,
Wonderful, wonderful. So how much hike you have received in this company?
so around 100% I have got in this company.
Okay, great. And how many years of experience you have?
So I have total 3.8 year of experience.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great, great. So can you tell us something about the job opportunity? How did you came up about this job opportunity? How did you came to know about it? Was it via Naukri? Was it via LinkedIn or any other thing? Any other portal?
Yeah, so initially I have like a different organization around 3.8 years.
Mm,
So I got one offer that is I think around 40% hike.
mm,
Then I have put a paper, and in that 3 months of notice period, I have got multiple calls from Naukri through referrals,
mm,
and like for one of the, you can say, a Naukri call, I got that through consultancy basically. I got that
mm,
call, then it is a walk-in interview basically. So in
mm,
one day only I have completed 3 rounds for that company, and just I think next later 10 days I receive an offer.
mm, mm. Great, great, wonderful. So can you tell us few of the interview questions that you have got while getting being interviewed in many companies?
Sure, sure.
Mm-hmm.
So like I can like frankly tell you, like around 1.5 years I've been trying to switch.
Mm,
So I have given multiple companies, but because of notice period constraint, like the 3 months, it is a long notice period. So
mm,
few of the times my I completed 2 rounds of interview, but
mm,
sometimes the position is on hold. That is a one problem I face like multiple times, like
mm,
around 5 6 companies. Then few of the times they heard about the notice period and they will not move forward about the profile. That is the
mm,
second problem. And the third one is like then we have one option like uh, we put a paper and then we find out the job through in that notice period. That is one option.
mm,
Or you get some like 30-40% hike
mm.
in our current offer, and then you can look out for other opportunity in our
Mm,
notice period. So that way, because we have like a responsibility in all that time. So
mhm,
I thought like I should get one offer at any hike, and then I will think in notice period. So that's I hope like follow the way. So
mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Correct, correct. Okay. So, how did you deal with this 3 months of notice period when you are telling you are trying to get a job and you had this 3 months of notice period? W- What is happening basically is the recruiter will not call you back again once you tell them that it is 3 months of notice period. So, how did you overcome this situation?
So most of the companies I'm facing that problem only actually. Like whenever I got a call from the recruiter, they will not show that too much interest because of notice period only. But
Mm,
a few of the times you have to convince the recruiter like I have did some of the projects, I have got like I have got that no, like that programming knowledge, I did some certification, I have active I'm acting on lead code hacker rank or that on that platform. So somehow we have to convince the recruiter and give some surety about like when once I selected I will join your company. Or another reason you can tell like the projects and all the stuff, that project is going to end at the end of the year, so we will be go on bench, so it is a highly chance, so it can be get the early release. So
mm-hmm,
this answer you can give surely to convince the recruiter so that you will at least get the interview chance. Then the next
mm-hmm.
process, like
Right, right. Okay. Any other suggestions?
that for that now I think these are
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, fine. Fine. So can you tell us few of the questions that you have faced in the interviews that,
Sure, sure.
yeah.
So like in the notice period I have seen like I got calls from the most of the product based MNCs.
Mm-hmm.
So that was actually a great experience, as I can tell you. So the the like the current company which I have selected, that is also product based. So I can tell you there are basically three rounds, and the fourth one is HR round. So in
Mm,
the first round, it was around, you can say it's more than 1 hour. So they give me basically in the first round. It was a like walk-in. That's why the interviewer in front of you. So they give me first one lead code question. That
mm,
is a easy. You can say easy base.
mm,
Like you have heard like valid parenthesis question.
mm,
The lead code number is 20. So like they given you the 4 or 5 examples. Like the string has been provided, then like curly braces, open
mm,
bracket. So in that expression, I have to tell like these are balanced or not. Like if you have one open bracket, then we it should have the close bracket also. We have
mm,
open
mm.
curly braces, it should have the close curly braces. So that
Right,
we have
right.
to tell like this is a balanced or not. So I can give you the basically one trick actually.
Mm,
Like whenever you got a in the interview you got a question about the programming.
mm,
If you know the logic, but you don't have to tell basically like what you done basically the
mm,
first 2 or 3 minutes you have to basically thoroughly understand the program. You have
mm,
to ask the question to the concern question to the recruiter, like for example suppose few of the information they have not provided in
mm,
on that question. So you have to basically ask like if the if string is blank, then what you have to return basically. If
mm.
that's all you have to ask the question. Then three
Right.
four minutes you need to understand the question properly. Then after 5 to 6 minutes you have to complete a dry run about the one or two examples.
Mm,
Like in this question I know like this question like can be solved by using the stack only, but you
mm,
don't have to tell the interviewer. You have to
right.
convince the recruiter uh, like this way I'm approaching the problem. So
Mm,
I'm like try run these two examples, and I'm thinking like this data structure will be helpful for me to solve this problem. So
right.
then at the later after 10 minutes you have to tell the recruiter like yeah I'm thinking about the stack data structure. Then you have to take like you have to ask recruiter like can I continue this problem while solving this data structure.
Correct.
So then later you have to write down the logic,
Yeah.
and after you need to debug that also, like you need to tell how the flow has been going through the program.
Mm,
So I completely know like I have taken around 30 minutes to and complete entire dry run and like run all the 5 test cases which they have provided me on the board. So
mm,
that is actually this is the first section for the first round. In the second section B basically, so they have given me a automation scenario.
mm,
It is one of the application.
mm,
In that application, it's something like a table. One of the table has been provided. In that
mm,
table, if you taken the monthly subscription for that particular event,
mm,
this cost will be there. And if you take a yearly subscription, then this cost will be there.
mm,
So that kind of calculation I need to do through automation, through basically. So uh, of course I have used Selenium and TestNG basically
mm.
to automate that scenario.
Right.
So I think I have completed 80% automation
Mm,
for this flow, and like they are happy about it. Like I need to struggle a little bit about the finding the XPath for the table row,
mm,
because I have like in my 3.8 year of experience I have only like around 1.8 year of experience in automation, and the rest experience like the initial around 2 years I've been into the functional testing only.
yes.
So I'm find a little bit tough around this question, but I have tried an 80% how to solve this question. So
Great.
that is yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
So this is my first round basically. Like the
Okay.
first one is uh like programming base, and second one is automation scenario.
Okay. Then
Okay.
second
So
round.
the second round is like the second round is also started by the programming only. So
Mm,
like there is a number pattern question, like there is a 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 4 1 2 3 4 5. So this question they have given me. I need to like how I think about the logic basically here. So yeah, there is a like 2 or 3 for loops we need to use. You have to adjust that for loops, and you have to print that basically this structure, you can say.
so it's a pattern-based program that they use.
Pattern based program,
Okay.
yes,
So then
yes.
it would be like this,
Like
maybe.
in the one,
Yeah.
there is one star,
This.
2 star, 3 star, four
Yeah.
star, 5 star,
Start.
and
This. Yeah.
okay,
Pattern-based program was asked.
pattern based program. Yep,
Okay.
yep. Then the second question is like this is a permutation based question. Permutation.
Mm, mm,
For example, suppose you have given the string ABC,
mm,
then you have to find out the valid permutation for this string. Like for example, suppose this is ABC, so and then ABC, ACB, BAC, CAB, and like there are 2 to the power 3, so 8 permutation we need to find out for this.
So permutation of all the words that can be generated from that string, or
Correct.
just.
Like for example, suppose ABC has been provided, then
Hmm.
this is one of the valid permutation ABC.
Hmm.
Similar kind of like ABC,
Hmm.
ACB, PAC, CAB, that combination we need to print basically.
Okay.
So this is a recursion based program.
Hmm.
So I'm not able to write down the complete logic,
Hmm.
but I have tried. Few of the edge cases were missing that time.
Hmm.
So yep. So this is a around 20 minutes of in the second round 20 minutes programming. Then we like discuss about the Java based question basically. So in the Java, they ask me about the single design pattern.
Hmm.
What is a single design pattern?
Hmm.
Then they ask me about the difference between the smoke testing and sanity testing.
Hmm.
What things we test during smoke. That
Hmm.
actually he very interested to know about in your project, where do you basically do the smoke testing,
Hmm.
and what all things you basically test. That
Hmm.
actually he very interested,
Hmm.
want to know that. Then like generally most of the times to find the XPath, they will say like you have to open the Amazon site and find out the XPath for the search bar, or
Hmm.
suppose you need to put some keyword over there. For example, suppose you put TV, then
Hmm.
the option will become right. So find out the each and every option. You need to write the XPath basically. So we need to use I think that time I have used I think descendant keyword. XPath
Descent.
access
Okay.
descendant. Yeah.
So
So
advanced XPath techniques they are asking.
yep.
Descendant. Okay.
Mhm.
Then.
That is the one question. Then I think I need to write the code for the explicit weight and fluent weight. These two weights I need to code. I
Hmm.
need to show and I need to explain what is the difference between the explicit weight, implicit weight.
Hmm.
When did you like on which scenario did you use these weights that you have to explain basically. Then actually, he will ask one of the question related to the collection, but it is
Hmm.
not a straightforward. He
Hmm.
gave me one scenario to find out like there are like students are there. We have three subjects: physics, maths, and there is one subject, and
Hmm.
the score has been the marks has been provided.
Hmm.
So in how we can declare the uh, basically how we can which collection we will be used to like to showcase this basically scenario. So
Hmm.
there are students, there are subject
Hmm.
corresponding marks. So which data structure it will be used. So of course, like I have given the hash map basically because it is a key value pair.
Hmm.
But and then he asked me of one follow-up question. Suppose we need to sort the marks basically.
Hmm.
Then which data structure it will be used. Then we have to use tree map because in the tree map internally it will be use sorting basically.
Hmm.
So that he wanted
Okay.
to know.
Right.
Yeah, and basically there is a difference between the git merge and git, I think git
Hmm.
rebase.
Hmm.
So I know only git merge, but I'm not like very much know about the git rebase thing.
Hmm.
So this difference he wanted to ask basically,
Right.
and few of the Jenkins related question.
Hmm.
So I don't have much experience about the Jenkins, so I'm not able to give that time like answers. So
Hmm.
which command did you use in Jenkins while logging? That kind of questions they have asked, like one or
Hmm.
two questions. And have you created any pipeline? That is also he wanted to ask, like have you created any pipeline in your project?
Hmm.
So that one or two questions related to Jenkins.
Hmm.
So this is second round basically. It's
Right.
around one more than 1 hour basically. The first and second round more than 1 hour, and it's a good discussion actually. Like
Hmm.
whenever I have stuck during any of the question, so they they will not directly tell you, but they will tell you like please focus on these 2 or 3 lines.
Hmm.
You have some mistake over there, so they directly like point it out, and we need to find out like where we have done a mistake. So I have like a struggle a bit around this permutation problem
Hmm.
during the interview and the first problem, that valid parenthesis.
Hmm. Hmm.
So actually they show me like they tell me like please focus on these 2 or 3 lines, and
Right.
then I have
Right.
corrected it, and after that the code it will be successfully run. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
this is like basically the Java Selenium mostly they all focus on. And
Correct.
currently on my project, I don't have I don't have much knowledge about the API. So like few of the questions they have asked in the second round related to
Hmm.
API. What is a 401 and 403 status code,
mm,
I think. And what is the difference between, like, suppose that there is one question related to, suppose we will push, like we will run the post command twice, then
mm,
what will happen?
mm,
So a post command is not a like idempotent or not, that like
mm,
he understand to know. So these two questions I have asked are related to API flow.
mm, mm, mm.
So yeah.
Right,
So
right.
this is a second round entire, and the
Mm-hmm,
third round is a CTO round basically. So in the
mm-hmm,
CTO round, that director has come and they give us about, like they tell me about the company work and all that stuff. So that company is like newly introduced here in the Pune. So like
mm,
the 2 years only, and the main headquarter is in a different city.
mm,
So they tell me about the company work culture and all that stuff, like which products we are basically working on. So yeah, that
mm,
was related to that round. And few of the question, general question they have asked me, like why do you want to join this company? What excites you about this company to join?
mm,
And like what is the interesting thing uh, do you find like for this company to apply here? All the subject general related stuff basically.
mm,
Yep.
mm.
So this is
Okay.
overall entire process. So
Mm.
after, like, it is a what can I say, like it is like a uh, after 10 days I got an offer from this company.
Great. With
So
100% hike.
with 100, initially I have a 40% hike
Mm,
from one of the company,
mm,
for like on that basis I have put a paper, and in between notice period I got this offer. So later I have tried also, but somehow I got a late offer basically. But previously I have joined this company, so I have not taken. It's
right.
like around 120%, but that is fine. Like 100,
Huh.
120, that is fine. Yeah.
Correct, correct. So
Yeah.
the percentage would continue to increase, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay.
Mm, yep.
So any other companies interview experience that you would like to share?
Yeah. Like be frankly, I can tell you like around 17 plus company I have
Mm,
rejected. My mailbox has been flooded with thank you for applying this
mm,
for this position in my company. So I
yeah.
think 18th and
Just
19th.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Just give me a second.
Yep.
I'm just yeah. So you were telling about that mailbox, right?
Yes.
Huh.
So yeah, like I have applied around 20 plus. Like I have applied more than, like I don't know the count basically, but
Mm,
whatever I have given around 20 interviews in last
mm,
1 year, and
mm,
most of the time that the position is on hold, and that kind of scenarios I have like face most of the time. But
mm,
finally I got one offer to put down the paper, and the next the things will be happened.
mm, mm, mm. Great,
Yeah.
great. Recently you gave some interview 1 or 2 weeks back, or just 3 to 4 days back. Would you like to share that experience? Yeah.
Sure, sure. Like I can tell you, like in one of the company, it's a good company basically.
Mm,
I'd say I applied in the notice period only, but
mm,
after joined 2 weeks, like in the last week only, I got a call from the company, like they are interested in my. So I have told them situation, like I have just joined this company, so it is okay to be applied. So they said like you just give first round. So I have given the first round in that company. It was a general whatever I have told you, this sort of questions only.
mm,
Then after one day, I got an call like the first round interview was like the first round is positive. So
mm,
would you like to take the another 4 rounds simultaneously?
mm,
So yesterday, I think Thursday, I have given 4 rounds like constantly, like in one day 4 rounds I have been given, like technical SME one, technical SME two,
mm,
uh, I think hiring manager round and bar is round. These 4 rounds I have given
mm,
in one day. So actually, this 4 round you can assume like this was a good company actually.
mm,
So I can tell you like that is most of the question, like I can tell you, you can write down also.
mm,
So the first question related to Pojo class.
mm,
So they have given me one of the response, and in that there are three variables are there. I need to write down the Pojo clause for that variables, and
mm,
what is the use of for this? They ask me basically. So I
mm,
need to explain why we have used the Pojo class and all this
mm,
stuff. Then the second question actually, that second question, all three rounds they have asked me, that is a method overriding and method overloading,
mm,
and they are not much interested about the definition part actually. They
mm,
ask me write down the whatever code you know, you just write down, So I have write down one class, that's parent class. I have declared one method. I have
mm,
write down the child class with
mm,
extend that parents, and same method I have declared with just different implementation.
right.
Before that, I have given few of the examples, like we have a string class example, how
Mm,
there is a one method in that, like compare method, how we override basically. That example I have given. One of the real life example also I have provided related to overriding and overloading.
mm,
So like they are much happy about it, but they have going into the deep basically. Like suppose there is a in the class parent class. We declare one method. In the child class, we have same method with different implementation. So
mm,
in the parent class, if you make this method as static, but in the child class, we don't have method as static. So
mm,
this will be happened or not, or it will get an error that
mm,
they wanted to know. Suppose the return type in the parent method is long, but in the child class, the same method has integer. So
mm,
that will happen or not, or it will get error. So they have just deep down it basically. So that
okay.
is like I think this was asked one of the bar raised round, I think. So
Mm,
this question they ask about the method overriding, and
mm,
if you don't write that at the rate override annotation in the child class,
mm,
it will like what will happen basically, why they have provided, if you are not provided then what will happen. So
mm,
they ask a little about that also. And so this is like a, I can say it's like a 10-minute discussion we did
mhm,
basically around that. And yeah, so yeah, this one. Then they have delve into the array list and linked list differentiation.
mm,
In that they wanted to know like uh, if I have to add the character or if I have to delete the character,
mm,
or which data structure will be used. So I need to differentiation based on that.
mm,
Like which data structure is better if I have to retrieve the character, if I have to add the character, remove the character. So that differentiation we need to tell about the array list and linked list.
mm,
Then tell us something different about the hash map and hash set. So
mm,
I have given two or three differences point about the hash map and hash set. So
mm,
that's why the interviewer was interested, and he again deep dive into the hash map, and he
mm,
asked me about the internal architecture of hash map.
mm,
So I have told about how because in the internal hash map you are using linked list implementation, so they will find out the hash key value and put the values basically.
right.
Then the interviewer ask about suppose we have a same key with different value,
Mm,
then how it will calculate the hash value and how it will map in the that how it will store basically.
mm,
She wanted to know. So that's all about discussion. It all
mm,
happen. It will happen about the hash map.
mhm,
Then the one program actually it was asking second round and third round. That is, I need to find out the third highest number in the array.
mm,
So I that this question actually I'm happy because I know how to solve it. But
mm,
I have started with brute force approach. Like I just told you, like we can use any of the sorting technique, that is bubble sort or
mm,
any insertion to selection sort, and then we need to retrieve the array of n minus three basically.
mm,
So he is not happy about it, I know. So again, I found out the second approach. I just one basically I first I have calculated the for loop basically I have used,
mm,
and then three pointers have been mentioned, and with the use of one for loop I have solved that. Then again he wanted to know like we have another approach to solve this problem. So the third approach basically, then I have just think about it, and then one of the data structure it will help us to find out the highest lowest, that is
mm,
a priority queue, right? So priority queue I need to mention it, and then I just coded it, and it because we just need to pull out the two numbers and whatever it is in the top, that is our highest number.
right.
So yeah, so these three approaches I have provided. So it was happy about about it basically.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
then the another there is a string related question. Suppose we have A B C D 4 C D 2
A, B, C, D.
C D 4 4 4
Oh,
2 C D
uh,
C D and 2 2.
okay.
So whether you find the four na, so we need to put a one like one four two four two one two one like A B C D one 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 one
Mhm,
C D one one. So
okay.
whether we have find out the four number basically, we need
Mm,
to prime that time one basically. So this is the string based question,
mm,
one of the round basically. Then you know that actually that company is most about the banking sector, so they have most of the things related to API. So because I have like told them like I have a very basic knowledge about it, so they
mm,
asked me about the post and put difference,
mm,
put and patch difference,
mm,
same who is idempotent, all that stuff.
mm,
Then they asked me about the do you have a experience about the cucumber. So
Hmm.
I have told I have basic knowledge about it also. So
Hmm.
they have provided me one of the scenario, and they interested to know about the negative scenario. Like whenever you put a username, password, and login button, so this scenario we need to find out the negative scenario basically. Positive
Hmm.
we all know, right? Whether we don't have provided username, password,
Hmm.
invalid username. That scenarios I have told, but he more are interested into the negative scenario. How you
Negatives.
will take this uh, basically scenario in a negative way.
Right.
Actually, yeah. So I have think about it, but I'm not able to that time.
Hmm.
So he gave me hint like you put a suppose there is a server error basically. So
Hmm.
that time what error like what message you will show that also we need to check. So that he told me basically.
Hmm.
Then they are more into the basically like 2 rounds has taken by basically I think the developer. So they asked me about the function interfaces,
Hmm.
lambda expression, functional interfaces, lambda expression,
Hmm.
and they have provided me one of the question like employee class has been provided, few of the attributes have been given related to employee class.
Hmm.
I need to sort out the uh, like I need to sort out via names basically. So here I know because I'm that time I don't know how to implement via any logic. So
Hmm.
I have solved like I have just given the approach. So it can be solved using the stream basically. So
Hmm.
in the stream we have a sorted method, and there is implementation about it. So this we have solved it that question.
Hmm.
Then
Hmm.
she asked me I think what do you know about this optional keyword?
Right.
Optional.
Hmm.
Then there is a Java 9. They have provided default method, right? In the
Hmm.
interfaces, we can give the default method as well.
Hmm.
So what is the use of this? Why they have given the default method in the interfaces in the Java 9?
In
So
topics. Right.
I don't know about that time actually.
Hmm.
So then they have given me the string ABC, ABC, CAD with
Hmm.
any length basically. I need to find out how many times each character has been appearing. So A
Okay.
is appearing 2 times, B is appearing 2 times. Then this is a very good question actually. Can we override the final method? Can we overload the final method?
Overload or override?
Both. Override a final method, overload a final method.
Okay. Right.
Then
Then.
what issues you are facing in your automation project
Hmm.
while running the script? That is a general question.
Hmm.
Most of the time, recruiter will be asked.
Hmm.
Then a few of the commands are related to Git, like which
Hmm.
what in daily, which commands you are using in your project for in automation purpose.
Hmm.
Then how to resolve conflicts, Git
Hmm.
conflicts. That
Hmm.
question it was asked, and few of the questions are related to general testing scenario, like uh, you have a logger defect, but developer is not able to agree on the defect. So
Hmm.
uh, how you can solve this issue.
Right.
Then he asked me like, have you consult with your junior team members if they
Hmm.
need any help, how you can resolve their doubts also. So
Hmm.
and if you don't know that time how to resolve that, then
Hmm.
what is your approach like? You will tell like you can go to the other person, or you will try to help whatever
Hmm.
you can provide. So
Right.
that's kind of general question they ask about the testings.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, that is actually these are all question related
Yeah.
to that 4 round basically. So yeah, and in
Great.
the 4 round they are around each round will be 45 minutes.
Hmm.
So that will be that day is very hectic actually, but that is
Right.
fine.
Yeah. So, what was your preparation strategy? How did you prepare for these kind of interviews? Because you have been giving a lot of interviews. So, any strategy that you had in your mind? Maybe you have to read Java for this much hours, Selenium for this much hours. What was that?
So I can tell you like what happened. Like I joined, but I got an a functional testing project. So that is fine because whenever you join any company, and I'm from the different background, so I also don't know like which are all path we have in IT. So I got the testing stream. So I think like we can do something in it. So slowly it has been started. So initially they have provided me the training in Accenture, basically my previous organization Accenture. So they have given the trainings about manual testing, Selenium, Java, and all that stuff. So that time I got a little bit idea about it. So yeah, that was a good actually. So then I have started from myself, like,
Mm,
and last I think 5 to 6 months I have been a daily code on lead code basically. Whenever the day problem of the day has been around,
Mm.
I like daily I have solved that question. So
Great.
around, I can tell you, around 100 days, like whenever the question can come, I just try it like 10-15 minutes to solve
Mm.
on my own. Then after 15 minutes, like I go to any of the YouTuber and solve, like see how the intuition will be come for that problems. And I clearly know 125 problems I have solved, like to see the YouTube videos, and then 126 or 127 problems solve on my own basically. So that is like a strategy to get
Mm.
a consistency for these programs basically, or problem. I think
Correct.
that will help us to build my logical skills. I think I
Right.
and for the Java, we regularly, like whenever I completed my work, then few of the videos I see on YouTube and all that stuff, and revise my concept clearly to
Mm.
solve, to implement basically 2 or 3 projects I have completed. That
Mm.
will also help me to build my skills, like build my language, basically language knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Great, great, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. So I think, Manjush, we are good.
Yeah.
And anything else, the last thing that you would like to share with the community, because the job market has opened. Many of the folks are looking for job opportunities since, I think, since last year, 2023, compared to 2023, 24 has been really going good. So
Yes.
any advice, last advice you would like to give to the community who are looking for the job opportunities in the field of testing, automation?
So for now, I can give one suggestion like. Just try to apply as much as possible, because you
Mm-hmm.
don't know which opportunity has been waiting for you. And
Correct.
don't be like in a hurry, like the job will be get in 1 month, 2 months. Actually, it will take a 6 month strategy to get a good job basically. And continuously prepared for the Java things, different technology you can use. Try to create a project basically. Through
Mm-hmm.
projects you can get a good knowledge about the language, and or you can say like the language knowledge will be increased through projects only, because just know about the theoretical concept, it will not
Mm-hmm.
help you to crack a job. Because in this basically in the last 1 year, the people are more focused toward the actual base implementation, how you have used this concept in your project. Like for example,
Mm.
suppose you're using the hash map, so they are more interested towards like how you have implemented this hash map in your project.
Mm.
What is an like what was the need basically to use
Yes,
this data structure, and how much
yes.
like how it is beneficial for your script. So
Uh,
they are more interested towards that.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Thank
Manjush,
you.
for coming
Yeah.
today on our channel and sharing the success story. Right?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Rakesh, for this opportunity. I think
Thank you.
this by this way I will debut on YouTube. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you to
Yeah.
you.